Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. So you would have heard this already reported. It's done the rounds, loads of people are talking about it, but I do want to sort of discuss this and weigh in on this as well. But it's apparently Elaine Bredehoft, Amber Heard's lawyer, was caught crying in court. Yeah, interesting, right? Two possible scenarios for that, I guess, maybe even more. You never know, right? There's a multitude of reasons why people could cry. And I'm aware exposure looks a bit weird. I've got a big old window here. It's a very warm day, so it's white on my face. I do apologise. But yeah, this is fascinating stuff. Like, there's a multitude of reasons why people could be crying, but obviously a lot of people keep thinking, like, well, she thinks she's lost. She's having to work with Amber. Or, you know, well, again, multitude of other reasons, family issues, things like that, stress, public pressure. Like, this is probably the most high-profile case she's ever taken in this regard. So let's take a look, ladies and gents. Now, we'll follow up with the actual source of this, but I also want you to leave your thoughts down below, you know. Why do you think she could be crying? We saw that she wasn't really given a lot of time in the closing arguments. I think she's realised she's not that well liked. I mean, it's difficult. She's in a tricky situation anyway. And I don't want to defend her too much, but I want to be objective in some regard. She's in a tricky situation, right? She's got to defend Amber. But she has come across massively unlikable. And, you know, I'm guessing the public pressure is sort of... I think public pressure might have got to her a little bit. But also, like, maybe it's Amber. We've heard, you know, we saw Amber storm out of court. We saw her storm out of court one day. She was told, go sit down, go sit next to your lawyers, and she just walked out of court. I mean, that can't be good, you know, having to work with someone like that. There's so many reasons, but it's just not a good look. It's not confidence inspiring anyway. But it's been revealed that Amber Heard's lawyer, Elaine Bredehoft, was caught. I like how they said, was caught. That's not how you spell court. Not that kind of court. Anyway. Was caught crying in court after the Johnny Depp trial was concluded. So it's afterwards. So I don't know whether... There's the possibility, isn't there, that Amber, you know, had the closing arguments and was like, you know what, fucking this went terrible. And chewed them out. You know, you see her furiously writing these notes and handing them around to everyone. You just don't know. She's not an overly nice person, as per reports. So there really is that potential. It strikes me that there's the strong chance she finished up in court on that day and was like, you know what, this went terrible. And chewed out her lawyers. Because you got to remember, Elaine Bredehoft said she has total now spent $6 million. Amber Heard has $6 million on all of this. Shit, there's a lot riding on this, a lot of money. So she could be really angry with how that went. Both sides have now rested their cases, obviously, and it seems as though the pressure of the case, this is what they think anyway, has really gotten to Elaine. Now, the news was revealed by James from Court, which we'll go check him out on Twitter in a minute. And he did a recent interview with Andy Signor at Popcorn Planet. Now, James revealed that he saw Elaine running to the bathroom in the courtroom, and she was crying. So he revealed that he saw Elaine going to the bathroom and crying in court. He waited for her and then told her that she did a good job in court. So let's take a look. This is James from Court. Side note, ladies and gents, please do follow me over on Twitter at Mr. Reviews. Stay up to date on everything I have going on. You know, keep up to date with me over there. It's good if you give me a follow anyway. But let's scroll through, right? It says, obviously, you know, he's been doing quite a lot of tweets and stuff like this. But here's one of them anyway. After court, one of JD's legal aides says, this week was so stressful. To the other, yes, it was. But that's not it, right? Here we have it. Late after trial. So late after trial. Before the jury went home. So I really do think it could have been a case of Amber chewing her out. Because this is late after the trial. it's not... A lot of time has passed at that point. It's before the jury goes home. Everything's finished. They're there, ready to go. Amber's had time to process. I can picture it. Obviously, it's it's conjecture at this point in time, but I can picture it. So anyway, Elaine Bredehoft left for the bathroom crying. Everyone saw, obviously, and felt terrible for her, which you are. A lot of people forget that these are humans as well. We can we can jibe on them as much as we want. We can say that they're acting like dickheads. They're all this, they're all that, but they are still people doing a job. Obviously, they're in a difficult position. It's not an envious position either. They are having to represent someone they probably don't like. I can't imagine they like Amber that much. We've seen them not stand up for her. As in, she enters court, they don't stand up, they don't, hi, how you doing, you're right. There's completely different atmospheres between each camp here, and we'll just call them a camp for now. You look at Johnny Depp's camp and Amber Heard's camp, they're polar opposite on how they react to one another. But anyway, obviously, after she came out, they all tried to make her smile, and I hope it helped. And he followed up with this, he says, look, we don't know why she was crying, but we all noted how it must be hard for her to deal with all this public attention while defending a client she probably doesn't like, and who constantly abuses her. Now, that's because, again, she could genuinely be, behind closed doors, berating her. I mean, the thing is, Amber Heard, you can read Amber like a book. She's very transparent on the stand. She's very transparent when she sits there. She doesn't hide her distaste for things that go on in court. And if she's like that in public, can you imagine what she's like behind closed doors to her lawyers? It's not going to be a pretty sight. Not going to be a pretty sight at all. Now, obviously, other people have obviously chimed in this and says, James from court, do you think we could get together a gift basket or something to show we know she's not evil? She just took a bad client, or something else that shows she's not totally hated. I know we've probably been aggressively joking at her expense, but it's got to be hard. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. She is still a person, right? Behind all of this, we still got to remember that. I actually think a basket of gourmet muffins would make her laugh. She knows how stupid that argument was, but Amber made her bring it up. This is the thing, right? Like, a lot of this stuff will be there. Amber was the one that told her this. Amber was dictating a lot of this. And this individual's been in court a lot. So Amber was dictating a lot of this, which is why at one point Elaine told Amber she could represent herself if she didn't like their job. So I think this is Amber chewing her out, and she's just like, fuck, I've had enough. We're over. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. So, who knows? Who knows the situation? Again, other people, oh no, was this actually witnessed, or is it just rumour? There was a group of 3 of us standing directly across the bathroom, and yeah, we saw her crying. It's not the first time. She cried after Amber's redirect as well. And we, again, remember that redirect? She got off the stand, she stormed out. I can imagine she really chewed herself out then. So I don't know. It's interesting. We have this statement here as well. Wow, this moment, I guess I'll spill the tea. During a sidebar, one of Amber Heard's lawyers stares at JD, giving him a dirty look. This upset JD, who then taunts him. Judge was too preoccupied to notice. So there's a lot of other stuff that's been going on, but how much of this is from Amber? Does she deserve it? Does she not? Not Amber. Obviously, Amber deserves every negative thing that comes her way. But do her lawyers? I can't help but feel somewhat sad by some of this. It's never nice just to think that someone's just sat there crying, and I don't know. We see these interactions here. They don't look like they're having a good time, do they? That's not a good interaction. Those people are not having a good time with one another. So there you have it. I mean, Elaine caught crying. I reckon this is something which won't ever come out. We're not going to hear anything about this, but I bet you anything this will be a case of Amber chewing her out. So leave your thoughts down below. Again, we're not barbarians here. We're not horrendous people. I'm sure no one's going to feel absolute glee over this. It's not nice. She's still a human at the end of the day. And as well, at the end of the day, you've got to rise above it. We've got to be better than Amber at the very least. And that's difficult. But let me know your thoughts. Again, follow me over on Twitter at Missed Reviews. Cheers, guys. Take care.